Welcome in, everyone, to TK's Take, Kentucky Basketball Blue-White Game Edition 2023. It's actually halftime of the game right now, and Caden and I thought we had seen enough. So we were just going to jump on here and go ahead and make the video now because Caden, I don't think there's a lot going on in the game to write home about. There's not too much exciting things going on, so didn't expect the second half to be any better.
I was hoping we'd at least see one big man tonight that we haven't seen play, but that didn't happen, even though Cal said it would. So, but that's okay. We saw really everything we needed to, and I agreed that we could go ahead and play, get this done.
Well, since you went ahead and brought it up, I kind of want to go ahead and start there about Big Z. And I know it's not that big of a deal. It's just a blue-white game. But I am getting really sick of Cal saying one thing and then another thing happening. I mean, it's just annoying. Like, it's been going on for years now. And he verbatim said at Big Blue Madness last week, everybody needs to come out to the blue-white game so you can see Big Z play for the first time.
Yeah. Like, he took the mic, went out to middle of the court after the Big Blue Madness was over and straight up said that.
If you're going to say that, follow through with it. If he's not going to play, that's fine, but don't get the fans' hopes up. Don't say he's going to play. Again, I know it's a small thing, and I know he's going to play in the regular season. Well, I hope he does. But, it's just these little things of just, it feels disrespectful to the fan base, and it's just this one was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back for me, Caden. It was just like enough's enough. It's quit.
So what's the reasoning? Is it because he's not cleared, or is it because he's quote unquote not ready for practice?
Well, he said he's still in his ramp up period, which I've never heard of that before. I don't know what a ramp up is. I'm assuming it's he needs to get conditioned enough.
Steak dinners, weightlifting, that kind of thing.
Steak, yeah, that kind of thing. Okay. Get pampered up and everything. Okay. Yeah, Brady needs to get him right. Yeah,
I got ramped up. I got ramped up last night. You gotta be careful with the way you use that. But I got ramped up last night in Owensboro at a steakhouse. Is that proper use of that term?
I think so. Caden's ramped up. So you could have played in the blue-white game today, Caden. You're ramped up, and it did look like we could have played out there today. Honestly, it looked like. I mean, to be completely honest with y'all, it's a lot of sloppy basketball, and our best players are not the guys that you would think. Like the DJ Wagners, the Justin Edwards, they didn't look good. they can't shoot.
To be fair, they looked a little bit better in the Canada game, so maybe this was a fluke. But Coleman, I'll let you carry on with that. Who do you think? Who's our better players? Who should be starting?
It's not even close. It is not even close. Rob Dillingham's our best player. He is the only, and I know Cal has said we have a lot of dogs on this team. I see one right now, and it's Rob Dillingham. It's not even close. And then Joey Hart stuffed DJ Wagner today on a fast break. Joey Hart did. Joey Hart is out here winning the dunk contest.
Exactly. Won the dunk contest, blocking shots. Next thing you know, he's going to be hitting 10 threes a game.
He did that too. I mean, he hit at least a couple out there, and they got Reed Shepherd, knocking it down. Which all the North Laurel guys giving him hype. They're right. Yeah. They deserve it. They deserve respect because they were right.
Another Shepherd, dog that I think is a dog, but we don't know yet because he's not playing, is Aaron Bradshaw. I just hope he comes back at some point because I think he's the big missing piece as far as our big men are concerned. And everything I've seen from his highlights in high school, he's the guy that's going to get our rebounds, the guy that's going to fight in the paint. And we really need them if we want any chance at making a Final Four this year.
Well, that's the other thing, Bradshaw and Ugonna are supposedly hurt or whatever. But then you got one of them, Uganna's in street clothes. Then Bradshaw is wearing sweatpants. He's got his jersey on. So we're all like, is he playing? And then he does. And then he's sitting over there dancing and stuff. And he's the only one standing up. Supposedly he's got an injury. He's standing up over there dancing and stuff. It's I just want to know what's going on. I don't care. Just tell me. If Bradshaw and Ugonna are not playing at all this year, just tell us. If Big Z wasn't going to play in this game, just half the reason I tuned in tonight was to see Big Z. Actually, probably more than half the reason I tuned in tonight was to see Big Z. Like I don't even want to watch.
We just want the truth. TRUFE. Truth.
Yeah, we just want the truth. Yeah, nothing but the truth. That's what we want. So yeah, man, it's just like I'm sick of the Cal-isms. I'm sick of just like don't tell the fan base one thing and then another thing happens. Like if that's how this season's going to be, it's just going to go straight down the toilet again. I mean, in my opinion.
Hey, what about Thiero though?
Dude, Thiero's not a dog.
He's hitting threes. I swear the guy's gained 50 pounds in muscle since last year.
Yeah, the free throws the big thing. Like these other guys, like Wagner, and them, like they're not hitting their free throws. Like at least Dillingham's hitting his free throws. And then they're doing it all right. Like Thiero and Dillingham are all over the court. They're doing it all. Like they're not just hitting shots. Like they're getting to the rim. They're getting rebounds. They're playing defense. They're basketball players. I want basketball players, Caden. That's what I want.
So who's your starting five after seeing this first half of Blue White?
Well, might even throw Brendan Canada in there at this point. I mean,
he appearance.
I think he had more points than Wagner did in the first half. It seemed like. I mean, I don't know.
He airballed a three, but he's out there. He's out there playing. I was glad to see it.
Oh yeah, well, I thought that there was going to be a chance that we were going to play 4-on-4 tonight. And Caden, we talked about that. We were going to be real pissed if that happened because, I mean, when you've got these guys on the team like Canada, it's like, what are they even there for if not the scrimmage against in practice, right? So I was glad to see them out there and everything, no, for sure. But man, it's just like, why can't these recruits, and again, you're right, maybe it's a fluke, but like, why can't these recruits that get so much hype from the McDonald's All-American game, right? And DJ Wagner and Justin Edwards, like that kind of stuff. Why can't they replicate that success in college or even get close to it? It feels like they get here, they can't make a shot, and they can't do anything. It's just so frustrating.
Watch, we're saying all this, and like in an hour, whenever the final box score comes out, Justin Edwards gonna have like 30.
Well, that's fine. Like I hope he does. I hope he does. I mean, I would be happy if he did, honestly. Prove us wrong. Like, if you go out there, if you DJ Wagner and Justin Edwards are like just averaging over 20 a game and, averaging double doubles or whatever, then great. That's prove me wrong. I'd rather, people kind of crap on me than me being on here crapping on our players. Cause that would mean we're winning, Caden. That mean we're playing some basketball, that's what we want around here.
Yeah. After watching what we saw tonight, I think I'd have to, number one, obviously we already said it. We'd have to start Dillingham at point guard. Like that's our point guard.
Yeah. Okay. So back to the starting
water's
lineups,
wet. Dillingham's our point guard. And
you have to start Reed Shepherd, don't
Reed
you?
Shepherd has to start. Adu Thiero has to start.
Yep. There's your three, right?
Yeah.
And then for the big Reeves, man, who knows?
Just because I know he's better than what he showed so far in this game. Like I think we do need him. We need that veteran leadership probably starting, and he will start. I mean, how Cal is.
I hope so. I hope Reeves is better than we saw tonight, because you're right. Even Reeves didn't play well tonight, right? At least in the first half, because remember that's all Kate and I have seen. It's the first half, so hopefully he doesn't stay in the Kansas State slump that we saw him in at the end of last season in the tournament. But so Reeves,
we need Bradshaw in there.
We do need Bradshaw, really. But I think Trey Mitchell needs to start too, honestly, because I feel like
now, yes.
He's one of our better shooters on the team, and he's a big guy. I feel like we can stretch the floor a little bit more with him, right? We can play some modern basketball by starting him. And then who's the other kid? Jordan Burks. He played well, it seemed like. He did some good stuff out there.
Yep.
And to me, these guys we're talking about that are our dogs, the Talking Kentucky dogs, with Dillingham and Adu and all these guys, like, I feel like just their basketball IQ seems to be higher. Right, their court vision, being able to see, like, get people open and like
when I think
throw
of
these awesome passes.
Recruit, that's what I think of. Like that's what I feel like that's what it should be.
It's basketball IQ, right?
I feel like Coleman. I feel like I have basketball IQ. I just don't have the athleticism to be able to do what I want to do. But when I think of 5-star McDonald's All-Americans, I think of like Dillingham, dude that has both, the whole package.
Yeah, the whole that's all we want. We just want these dogs out there to go. We just want some basketball players out there, right? But so when's the first game? Is that next week?
That's a great question. Is it already next? Like it's already going to be next week? Like we're that?
I think it's next. I think it's next Friday night, if I'm not mistaken. I think we play like Kentucky State or something like that next Friday night.
November 6th, New Mexico State.
New Mexico State. Okay. Did we play Kentucky State this year? Did I dream that? I felt like we played Kentucky State in the next exhibition. You might not be seeing the exhibitions on there.
Did you dream that?
I thought we played Kentucky State in the exhibition. I mean, maybe I did dream it.
Yeah, that's not on here. But
okay.
New Mexico State, November 6th, TAMUC. What does that stand for? That's on November 10th.
Is that Texas A&M Commerce?
It could be. And then Kansas, third game of the season. Number 1 Kansas.
I swear, dude, I swear the exhibitions aren't on there. I feel like it's I swear we play Kentucky State. We're not into this video till I find out. Kentucky State, Kentucky basketball. I think there's a game next Friday. I know there's a game next Friday night, and I think it's against Kentucky State. So I'm gonna look this up real quick. Okay, look, 2023 Kentucky men's basketball schedule. We've already played Germany.
Georgetown College. That's what it is, Coleman.
Okay, Georgetown
and then Kentucky
College.
State.
Yeah, I told you we play Kentucky State on. Okay, yeah. So those are 2 exhibition games.
Friday and Thursday are our next 2 games.
Well, so the last thing we need to get to here is what's Cal's actual starting lineup going to be? Because it ain't going to be what we just said. We know that, right? So, but who do you think he starts?
He's going to start Wagner, Reeves, Justin Edwards, probably Trey Mitchell, and the 5th could be a toss-up. It could be Dillingham. It could be Thiero. It's either going to be Dillingham or Thiero. I think maybe I'd go with.
Think he's starting Big Z?
No, I think I'd probably pick Thiero as our 5th starter. In Cal's eyes, I bet Dillingham and Shepherd come off the bench.
It's just I don't feel like that. At least from what I've seen so far, I don't think that's a scoring lineup. But I mean, you're right. Like Justin Edwards had a good time in Canada. Like he played well. So
I'm just trying to think I'm trying to get in the mind of Cal, and that's just my guess.
No, I agree with you. Hopefully, hopefully these guys are able to replicate some of the success they had in Canada. Hopefully they're able to be what we expect them to be. But what I saw tonight was just like a bunch of sloppy basketball, and it just looks like everything looks hard for us. Yeah. And I hope that that's not the way the season goes.
And who knows? Maybe they're just telling them, guys, be careful. Don't get hurt even more than you already are. But it did seem a little sloppy. But
like when you don't get hurt by losing control of the ball when you're dribbling down the court. Like,
I agree.
I mean,
holding on to the ball should be priority number 1. I agree.
Yes, that does not cause pain or suffering. So, well, here's the hoping. We have a good showing against Georgetown in our sort of opener of the season, or at least first exhibition game. And so for Coleman Scott, for Caden Holmes, this has been TK's Take Blue-White Game Edition. And we'll see you next time. Go Cats.
Go Rob Dillingham.